Hello guys and welcome to my guide of the Winter Orb Elementalist that I'm playing this league. This build is definitely one of the most powerful builds this league, and it's really easy to get going. It's a really good beginner build as well if you want to get into maps. So for my the build is based around Winter Orb, and with that I have a level 21 Winter Orb linked with infused channeling, greater multiple projectiles, hypothermia, and the gloves has circular gems are supported by level 18 slower projectiles. So what that means is I basically have a pseudo 5 link in my gloves. The way Winter Orb works is you charge up this orb like that, and you see it goes up to 10 charges, and when you run around it shoots projectiles at people and at everything. It's really overpowered actually. It's a really nice way to play the game. And for my other skills, for my auras, I'm using Zealotry and Herald of Ice linked with Onslaught. I also using a Herald of Ash. This is really good for just more spell damage and more explosive damage when you kill enemies. I'll show you what I mean later when we run a map. For my single target, I'm running a Righteous Fire linked with increased duration. I'm also running a Val Cold Snap with Bone Chill, Ice Bite, and Hypothermia. This is a really just 2 Val skills though. That's I only saved them up for the boss, so make sure you don't use them earlier. For my movement skill, I have a Flame Dash linked with faster casting and Arcane Surge. I also run a Phase Run with increased duration. It gives you a whole lot of movement speed when I'm using my Quicksilver Flask and my Phase Run at the same time. I'm also running a setup with a Summon Lightning Golem, but this is not too important because he always dies. So for my gear, as my helmet, I'm running a life and resist helm. Nothing special, just make sure you get some life and resist, whatever you need. For my amulet, this is a really important amulet. It gives me 0.4% cold damage leech as life. This is really good. It makes me so I don't have to get any leech anywhere else. It has a little bit low life, but that's okay. For my rings, I'm just going for some life and some resistance. You can get Warlord's Mark on hit, and then you can get more life on your amulet, or another amulet basically. For my chest piece, because I'm running the gloves with the +1, the slower projectiles, I can run a Carcass Jack, which is 4 linked. I don't really need to link it up, and this gives me just a whole lot of area of effect and area damage. Earlier I was running just a regular 5 link rare chest piece. This one is really good. I found it. So it has like 123 life and a whole lot of resistances. I 5 linked it myself. For my scepters, I'm just going for spell damage and added cold and non-chaos as extra chaos. This is a really good stat because it just gives you more damage. And on this one I'm also running just added cold damage, cast speed, and spell damage. You don't need a cast speed, spell damage or added cold damage. Increased cold damage percentage is definitely better. The belt is just much life, resistance, and some strength. Strength is important for the stats for the Herald of Ash. One of my rings also has strength. For my boots, make sure you get as high movement speed as you can, and then try to get some life and some resistances. As you can see, these are really good boots. It's just the problem with the life regenerated per second and the evasion rating is really bad. For my gloves, if you can't get gloves like this, you can definitely just go for regular rare gloves and have a 5 link chest piece. These are just really good because they give me circular gems are supported by level 18 slower projectiles, and it gives me some life, some more projectile damage, and I crafted on some resist because I was missing those. For my flasks, I'm running just Quicksilvers of Adrenaline. I don't need 2 flasks, but I do it because sometimes I have to backtrack. I'm running a Atziri's Promise for some extra damage and some extra leech. This is really good for survivability and damage. For my life flasks, I'm running a bleeding flask and a freeze flask. These are just to remove some of the nasty mods in some of the maps. So let's just run a quick map. I have not prepared any maps, so bear with me. Let's just do one atoll map. Or actually maybe we'll do a cemetery map. This build really shines on the cemetery map, in my opinion. So as you can see, it's totems and feeble, more life, extra damage as lightning, less AoE. It's fine. Also, I have 6.1k life. This is actually really high life for this character. I could go for maybe 5k life and much more damage, but I just prefer it because the way Ps4 runs on the PlayStation, it tends to lag sometimes. So if you don't have a lot of life, you can easily get one shot. As you can see, basically the build is just run around and cast your winter orb and it kills everything for you.
When I'm ready and not before. I need more mana.
So for the boss here, you see I can kill him pretty quickly when I run the Righteous Fire and the Cold Snap at the same time. If you didn't see that, I was cursed with corrupted blood and tried to get it away as fast as possible because I had the flask that removes bleeding. So now let's have a look at the passive tree. I'm gonna leave the passive tree in the description, but this is basically what I went for. Just some spell damage and cast speed. I might go for the spell damage instead of the cast speed. I think that may be better, just give me more damage. Also have some life, just went for some mana here, just get this channeling skill, still more damage. This is really good for this build. Try to get all the channeling nodes you can. I also have some up here. These are really good. Also go for elemental overload. You could go crit, but then you have to respec a lot of the tree. If you need help with that, I can maybe help you and make you something in Papa building. Yeah, I'll leave you this in the description. Feel free to change it around. Go with whatever you like. There's definitely better ways to do it if you need more damage. This is just what I went for because of the amount of life I wanted for this build. For my Pantheon, I'm running the Soul of Lunaris just to get some more movement speed while there are nearby enemies. I haven't upgraded this fully. I might do it later. I also went for the Soul of Shakari because it just gives you immunity to poison, which basically removes one flask. As you can see, I have my Atlas very decked out. It's gone pretty far. And yeah, that's pretty much the build, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comments. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also make sure you come by my stream if you have any questions. I can answer them live. And yeah, I'll leave most of my information in the description, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.